Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Silent Core and welcome back to my Red Dead Redemption 2 news series. So today I'm going to be going over a few new confirmed timelines from objects or settings that were pictured in the trailer that likely confirms Red Dead Redemption 2 setting as a prequel and actually gives us a much more accurate time frame of when this game could occur. And then I'll also be going over some hints of upcoming content which could be coming pretty soon. So first of all, I want to give credit to DK Coral. He made some absolutely great finds on researching the history behind lots of objects spotted in the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer. Now it's worth mentioning that in Red Dead Redemption 1, Rockstar actually took the history and the timings behind the facts very seriously, so we can expect they'll be doing the same thing in Red Dead Redemption 2, so a lot of these objects can actually give us quite an accurate setting for Red Dead Redemption 2. So first up, there's been several weapons that have been correctly identified from the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer. I actually made a whole video going through these in depth, so I'm going to quite quickly go through them here. First up was the original Henry rifle, that was made in 1860. There was then the first Winchester rifle in 1866, and then the most popular model of the Winchester rifle was actually made in 1873. Next up, we also have more info that was spotted in the trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2. So in 1879, obviously the first light bulb was invented. However, it wasn't a number of years later until these central lighting stations were actually spread through the US. Next up, there were oil gushers featured in the trailer. So in 1859 was the Pennsylvania oil rush, and this actually went on until the early 1870s, but it was the first oil boom that happened in the United States. It wasn't until 1901 there was the Texas oil boom, and that was also known as the Gusher Age, and that was a very dramatic era in Texas, which is actually rumoured to be the setting of Red Dead Redemption 2 in the heartlands of America. And during this time there was a big discovery of reserves containing petroleum, which actually led to this big oil boom in Texas, which kind of explains the sort of presence of this in the trailer. And it's also noted that the oil derricks in the trailer don't seem to be surrounded by many trees, so that leads us to believe that this actually is Texas rather than Pennsylvania. In the trailer we also get a glimpse of the train. Now this train is very similar to models that were used between 1880 and 1900. And I'll show you some images on screen of the trains that match this, and the steam engines before that period actually typically had a much larger smokestack, so that's how that was identified. So putting all these timelines together, we can get a much more accurate setting for Red Dead Redemption 2, and we know the game cannot be set before 1882 because there was no smaller cities with light bulbs in the USA before that time. I also wanted to mention that Red Dead Redemption 2 being a prequel is actually still a rumour at this stage. Rockstar haven't commented on the setting of it, however all of the evidence is mounting up for this game being a prequel, and if it is a prequel, it might not be as far behind the last game as we might think. And this is actually consistent with the teaser image shared by Rockstar, where actually several characters fit the profile of characters that were shown in Red Dead Redemption 1, and they actually don't look too much younger, so maybe this game is literally set 10 or 5 or 15 years before Red Dead Redemption 1 if it is a prequel. For example, this character fits the profile of John Marston. He really doesn't look any younger there from the first game, and if this is Bill Williamson, he also looks to be a very similar age to the first game. There was also some compelling evidence found for him to be featured in the next game too, after his voice actor recently joined Twitter after Red Dead Redemption 2 was revealed. So his voice actor was Steve Pammer, and he actually created a Twitter account and started following IGN, GameSpot, and even the voice actor that played Dutch. So it's quite a small find, but it's definitely showing that a pretty interesting timing for him to join Twitter right after Red Dead Redemption 2 is announced. I think that's a little bit more than a coincidence. Alright, so next up I want to talk about when we could expect more information from Rockstar on Red Dead Redemption 2. So currently there's actually an event going on in GTA 5 called Deadline. It's an adversary mode that runs until November the 21st. Now that's actually a 2-week event, and it's apparently very rare for Rockstar to do these 2-week events in GTA 5. And the last time they did this was when they revealed Red Dead Redemption 2. I think the reason they do this is because they don't want an event happening during the time they are revealing new game information. They don't want that to conflict on social media. And what that did is it put a lot more emphasis on the teaser images they were putting out that week, and obviously the trailer, it gave a lot more hype to it because that's all Rockstar were actually sharing that week, was all Red Dead Redemption 2 news. So the fact they've extended another event week like this could be a good sign that we'll get some new information this week. Another event to keep an eye on is on the 3rd and the 4th of December when Sony have their PlayStation Experience event. It's an event in California in Anaheim where PlayStation basically share loads of information about their upcoming games and some of their tech such as the PlayStation Pro, PlayStation VR, that kind of stuff. And with Rockstar and PlayStation announcing this big partnership where PlayStation are actually going to get early access content in Red Dead Online, it wouldn't actually be unlikely for them to reveal some new information at this event, maybe even a new trailer at this event, or possibly announce some PlayStation Pro features that are going to be available with Red Dead Redemption 2. We even saw this at E3 just a few years ago when PlayStation, at the PlayStation conference, they were the ones to actually announce that GTA 5 was coming to next gen. So it's definitely worth keeping tabs on this event if you're hungry for more Red Dead news. So that's everything I've got for you guys today. If you are excited for Red Dead Redemption 2 and enjoy these videos, I'd appreciate if you could leave it a thumbs up. And if you're new around here, go ahead and subscribe because I'm keeping you guys up to date on everything Red Dead. Have yourselves an awesome weekend, and I'll catch you in the next one.